Today I've set myself the task of trying on all of my knitwear, and the reason I'm doing this video is because my knitwear collection is in need of a big old declutter. Now, if you watched my wardrobe switchover video, which I uploaded 2 weeks ago, you will have seen in that video the knitwear collection was a little bit out of my control. But what I really wanted to do, and I did actually mention this in that video, is essentially go through all of my knitwear. And in order to do this in the best way possible, I feel like I just need to try everything on. So there are quite a few knitwear options to go through, but I've put on a pair of jeans, I've done my hair, I've done my makeup, and I'm gonna try on everything. Please be strict with me in the comments. Let me know what you think I should keep. Let me know what you think I should declutter. Hopefully there will be a fairly large pile that I will declutter, but we'll see. That's the aim or the goal for today's video anyway. There's quite a lot to go through, so let's get started. I don't think there will be any particular order with how I try these things on, but I'm going to start off with cardigans. From what I can see and from what I remember, I've got 4 cardigans only, so I don't think I'm going to do too much culling on the cardigan fronts, but this one, honestly, this cardigan doesn't look like much, and I will be honest, it probably has seen better days as well. It's just a little knit from H&M, but I have to say, I really do love this, and actually I gravitate towards this so much. I feel like it's a really cool piece for layering. It looks nice kind of like this, it looks nice one open, it looks nice like tucked in, out, like I just really enjoy wearing this cardigan. So this one is staying. This is definitely going to be a long filming day for me. This is a green knit, like khaki green, which I have to say I have really been loving so far this autumn. I've styled this a few times, actually on Instagram Reels as well, so you will be able to see this. But this, again, it's like basic, nothing hugely special. I probably wouldn't wear it with like a vest top underneath, but I have my vest top on so that I can sort of keep trying on and just speed up the video a little bit. But I mean, I wouldn't wear it like this. I don't love how it sits on my jeans like this. I am without a doubt a millennial, and I would tuck it in, even if it's just to like tuck in the front. I just think it looks so much better like this. I don't mind like the back kind of untucked, like that's fine, but the front, I don't know, there's something about that millennial tuck that still gets me every time. But I do like this. In particular, I like the buttons of this one. It's a few years old, it's from New Look. I may forget to tell you where everything's from, so I will link as much as possible in the description box down below. So just click show more, it will open up the description box and you'll get links to everything featured in this video, my jeans, my jewellery, my makeup, everything. This cardigan I got last year. It was actually from 2 at Sainsbury's, and I saw this online and then it sold out, and I managed to find it on Vinted, so I was really happy about that. And I do like this. It's quite a bold, bright piece, admittedly, and whilst I do sometimes find it hard to style, not necessarily hard to style, but I just think once you've worn it once, it's kind of hard to like find different ways to restyle it. But even as a layering piece, I like it. This is another one of those that I don't particularly think I would wear like this. I don't know what it is. I just don't think knitwear that kind of falls here is particularly flattering on me. Like, the smallest part of my body is typically my waist, so I just kind of try to accentuate that where I can. And so I would more likely, again, wear it tucked in, even if it's just sort of like the front. Or there are like loads of little tips and tricks where you can sort of like button it up slightly differently, and just to have it looking slightly more cropped. I like doing this up at the top, having it open, like so many different ways you can wear this, and I do like this one. So again, probably one I'm keeping. I said I wanted to be strict with myself, and so far not so good. Now this one is actually new to me. It's still got the tags on, I still haven't worn it, but it's gorgeous. It's from a brand called Cara and the Sun. I'm pretty sure this is the only thing I've ever tried from this brand, but it's so nice. Like, this to me just feels so cozy. However, one thing I will say, if I'm being completely honest, I think this is kind of out there for me. I love the colour red, I love styling the colour red, but I don't know if it's the fact that it's this kind of checkered print that maybe just isn't very me. I desperately want it to be me, but I'm not sure if it is. I don't know, I just think it's a little harder for me to style, and it's such a nice quality piece that I don't want it to sort of become like at home loungewear, because it just feels too nice for that. And where this is a much thicker material than any of the other cardigans I've showed you, this doesn't really work tucked in. There's just a bit too much material. Like, it's definitely longer than any of the others. It's sort of, I mean, it doesn't necessarily cover my bum, but it's close enough. So I don't know about this one. I'm really torn about this one, which is such a shame because, like I said, it's beautiful, it's a gorgeous piece. I just don't think it's very me. Do I just be strict with myself and kind of, I haven't worn it yet, probably won't wear it yet, so do I declutter? I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is the first piece that I am unsure on. Oh my gosh, now this jumper feels like such a throwback for me. I have had this for so many years. It's an oldie from Zara, but honestly, it's such a goodie. I feel like striped jumpers really are essentials in a wardrobe. Now we're getting to the tricky part as well, where I'm like, how do I put my head into this without getting my makeup all over it, without ruining my hair? We'll see. By the end of this video, I will probably not look as put together as I did when we started. Okay, now, don't get me wrong. I don't think this is anything particularly special. I'm not out here claiming that this is the best jumper in the world, but it's exactly what I want. Like, it's just perfect. It's perfect as a layering piece, which I think these days is probably how I wear it more. But even like this, I still think it looks nice. I actually really love that this one has like a slit on the side, because if you did, gosh, I'm going to be tucking in jumpers all day long, but if you did just want to tuck in the front, you have this nice little split here, so it kind of lets your jumper hang a bit more naturally on the back rather than having too many folds. Do bear in mind, none of these are going to be amazingly tucked in, but just see the vision. But yeah, it's a goodie. It's a goodie. Like I said, it's one of those, a good staple to have in your wardrobe. Like, it's just good to have some stripes in your wardrobe. And speaking of stripes, I think I'll carry on with the stripes theme for the next few jumpers. This next one is from Marge, and I love this one. Again, I've had it for years, and I just think it kind of works. It's a little bit different to the other sort of stripes in my wardrobe, and actually very different to any other knitwear I have in my wardrobe, because it's got this sort of collar, v-neck. It's just quite nice. It does actually remind me of the current like polo jersey trends at the moment, so like little rugby shirts, so that's quite cool. It's definitely like a how can I say it, like a smarter take on the rugby shirt, but still it's got like that collar going on, but still quite casual, so I do like it. This is nice. I like the colour of this. It's a nice light blue, really lovely little spring knit. I mean, I would wear this now as well, to be fair. I think in particular with this shade of blue of my jeans, I actually think it looks quite nice. It's got kind of like a slightly cropped, sort of like oversized kind of fit to it, so I just think it falls really quite naturally and seamlessly. So this one I'm keeping. And then I have a black and white stripe. I feel like if you want like the core stripes in your wardrobe, it's a white and black and then a black and white. I don't think any of the jumpers I'm going to show you today are actually new. They're all pretty old. They've been in my wardrobe for quite some time, which is why we need to go through them. But this is an H&M number, black and white stripe. But I really like the kind of oversized, relaxed fit of this one. I find it really nice to like style. I think it looks good with, I mean, even your most casual outfits like leggings, trainers, that sort of vibe. This over the top I really like, but equally I actually don't think it looks too bad like this. I definitely think if I were to wear an outfit like this, it would be sort of a very like casual, laid back look, but I'm not completely against it. Alternatively, we do the little tuck in that you know I love. This is another one that in my opinion is good to stay. I am definitely going to require a bit of debobbling once I finish this video, because some of them definitely need it. This next one isn't striped, but it's still a print. After this one, everything is pretty much plain. This is And Other Stories. I bought it in the sale. I'm pretty sure it's one of those like wool alpaca blends, and I mean, I like it. I don't think it's anything crazy, but I do like it, and I do actually get quite a lot of wear out of this in the winter time. I love how long these sleeves are because I'm quite tall, so often I find that the sleeve lengths can sometimes creep up, but these are so long. I love it. It's more of a cropped fit, so I think this tends to look quite nice with like skirts as well. And sometimes if you want to wear a knit with a skirt, it can be a little bit harder to get the right balance. Even with the jeans that I'm currently wearing, it doesn't really require being tucked in. I mean, there'd be so little fabric that it like looks nice as it is. I think I am going to keep this one, but let me know what you think. Another and other stories, this time sunshine yellow. You've probably, oh my gosh, this jumper has been in my collection for years and years and years. And actually it's one that, I will be honest, I find hard to style. I just find that potentially this butter yellow isn't necessarily my colour. Let me know what you think. It's definitely a colour that I don't own a lot of. I think this may be the only yellow piece in my wardrobe, but I use this a lot as a layering piece. So often I'll just have this thrown over the shoulder as like a bright pop of colour, but also in the spring I did actually style this one with like a trench coat, blue jeans, and I really did like that look actually. So it's one of those that even if I don't wear it a lot, I do think it has its place in my wardrobe. And other stories, again, I actually think I've got quite a considerable amount of and other stories knitwear in my wardrobe. I just think for high street, it's slightly more expensive. I would go for like possibly premium high street, but it lasts really long. I think the quality really is there. So you will be seeing a lot of and other stories. Now this is a very basic grey jumper, and this is one that I am tempted to declutter. It's nothing special. I don't know how well you can tell, but I definitely think that the collar has kind of lost a bit of its shape as well. It's a slight high neck. It's not meant to be like super high or anything like that, but it does definitely have a bit more of a shape to it rather than a standard crew neck. And I kind of feel like, I don't know, I just don't really think this is anything special. Tucking in is already becoming the bane of my life, but like I said, I want to sort of be as accurate as possible. Don't worry if it's not properly tucked, it's just to get an idea. Like, I don't know, I don't hate this, that's the thing. I don't hate this. I think it's fine, but realistically, if I'm looking to declutter, I can't really keep everything that I think looks fine. So this is going in my maybe pile. Maybe will be decluttered pile. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Next up, we have a little something from French Connection, and this one always reminds me of Christmas, and I don't really know what it is about it, but I think it's because I either got this for my birthday or for Christmas, both of which fall in December, and I guess that immediately makes me associate Christmas time with this jumper. This feels a little bit different for me, but I still quite like it. I wasn't expecting, I mean, I didn't really know how I feel about it, I guess. Another reason why I think I associate it to Christmas is because it's got these little kind of like pom-poms on it, which reminds me a little bit of baubles. So I think that's also giving me the Christmas vibes. But it's quite nice. It's got like a stretchy panel here, which tucks in quite nicely. And then you kind of have just like this more oversized kind of look to it, which again I think looks nice. Same going on with the sleeves, really tight at the bottom, but then slightly balloony at the top. Great to keep in the warmth in the winter. I mean, what do you think? Help me with this one. How is there any makeup still on my face when half of it came off taking off this t-shirt? How annoying. This jumper is again from H&M and probably one of my most recent additions. It's actually a v-neck, which I really like. I really like this jumper. I think it's a great throw-on piece. I like having this v-neck detail as well because it's a little bit different. I think this looks nice sort of with skirts, with jeans, with everything. And this one isn't going anywhere. Even if it looks kind of boring and maybe like nothing special, to me, it's just a go-to. And I actually bought that jumper to replace this jumper. So you'll notice that they are very similar. This one was ASOS years and years ago, but this one has definitely seen better days. But gosh, I've put this on and I feel like I'm immediately comforted. There's something about it, but it's got really nice like balloon sleeves. Again, a nice little v-neck. But if I come up close, I think you can tell that it's very bobbly. It just doesn't look as good as it did originally. And even if I were to like debobble this and do all of that, I just don't think I'll be able to kind of bring it back to life. It's got a few stains on it as well. It's definitely an oldie. But I did really love this jumper. I really did wear it a lot. But like I said, I bought that H&M one to replace this one. So this one is probably time to go. I found another cardigan. I actually forgot about this one. I got this one, I think it was last year, from New Look. Let me unbutton the top button so that I don't get makeup all over it. This is nice. It's like one of those kind of like fluffier knits, which I really like. And something else I really liked about this one was actually the gold buttons, because it's just a little bit different. I'm definitely keeping this one. I think it's really nice. I would typically, as you know, tuck this in, and I just think it looks nice. Like, I like the gold buttons. As I said, I just think it's a nice attention to detail. So this one is also staying. Another French Connection knit, and this one just reminds me of buying this house because I used to wear this all the time. My uniform was literally this, leggings, and like long socks. That just used to be my uniform when I'd come to visit the house whilst it was being renovated. So yeah, I like this, I really do. I think actually one thing that's really unusual about this are these sleeves, and I think because it's been folded for so long you can actually really see, but it's got this kind of, I don't know what you'd even call that, just like kind of like an arched semicircle design, which is meant to be for where your elbows kind of go. But when you're sort of, I don't know, it's just like, can you see? It's a bit strange, but when it's worn, and definitely when it's not been folded for about 6 months, but when it's worn, it does sort of lose that rigidity. Is that a word? I mean, I do still like this. I think the zipper I quite like, and actually I like that the zipper is the same color as the jumper. I think that's a really nice attention to detail. So you can go all the way for like the cold days, shorter. I mean, it's just a nice one. I don't have a lot of zip jumpers. I would say this is more of a casual piece, but I think it looks nice. It looks nice tucked in. I haven't tucked in anything properly, so the front might look nice, but the back has kind of been looking all over the place, but we're just gonna have to deal with that. Anyway, I do like this actually. I even think this makes for quite a nice look. I think this is quite a nice colour. I do think it's, I don't know, is it too similar to my skin tone? Sometimes I do worry about that. But there's something about this sort of, as it reflects off my skin, I think it kind of gives me more of like a tanned, healthy look. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But I do like this one. I think it's quite like a casual, laid back sort of knit, but it's a nice one. I think I'm coming to the realization that with my knitwear, there's just a lot of kind of basic and nothing special pieces. So maybe that's what we need to change. This knit is from Weekday. I wear this a lot, and so I want to keep this. It's kind of got these stripes running through it, but it's more like different textures as opposed to like an actual like painted on stripe type thing. But I love it. I love the big sleeves. I love that it sits slightly cropped. I really like wearing this with trousers, like a wide leg trouser. I think it always looks really good. And I do really like this one, so this one is staying. Another jumper from Weekday next. Over the years, I've definitely got a lot of wear out of this jumper, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how I feel about this particular situation. It just kind of feels like a little bit much for the shoulders. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it, and I feel like that has been a recurring theme throughout this video. I keep saying I don't hate it, I don't love it, oh, I'll just keep it. And I feel like that's what's been happening over the past few years, which is why I've ended up accumulating so much knitwear that doesn't even fit in my wardrobe anymore, and feeling like I don't have enough space and like I don't have enough things to wear. So I think I need to be a little bit stricter with myself on that front. So I think I may be saying goodbye to this one purely because of like this sleeve situation. I just don't think it's very me anymore, and maybe I do need like a nice grey knit, because I think I'm getting rid of my 2 grey knits, but I just think I need something a little better. Next up, we have a pull and bear jumper. I actually wore this one this weekend, but I'm not sure about it. This is very long. I mean, incredibly long, probably the longest knit that I own. And I'm pretty sure when I ordered this, I ordered it because I didn't have anything this long, and I kind of wanted something really long and like relaxed and laid back to wear with like leggings and things, because I love that oversized look on so many people but on me, I just don't think I can pull it off. I mean, I don't know, I think this is too long. This weekend I wore it over a skirt, which you couldn't even see, so it essentially looked like this was a jumper dress on me. But for a jumper dress, I don't love this, and I don't know if you can see, but I think like the way it falls as well just feels really unflattering on me. I don't know. There's something about this, like I don't know, does it look okay from the back? I don't know. I feel like I wanted to love this, but trying it on, it just feels so not like me. So I don't know. Do I maybe keep this as like an at-home piece because it is nice and cozy and it does feel quite warm? Or is that just me sort of teasing myself? Should I just declutter? Back onto And Other Stories next. This is another one of their like wool blend, alpaca blend knits. Another one with super long arms, but actually this one I usually roll them back, which I think is actually the intended design or the intended style to wear this one. But I really like this one. I think it's a nice cropped length, looks good tucked in, looks good out because it's slightly more cropped, but it's just a nice cozy one. Although now that I've tried it on and kind of put it like it's against my skin, I don't know if this is the type of colour that potentially washes me out. So maybe it actually doesn't look that good on. In comparison to like this one, that's a slightly darker shade, I feel like this just looks a bit nicer against my skin. Does it? Not me trying to perform a little colour analysis on myself, but I'm unsure. And I thought, honestly, as I went to try this one on, I was thinking, yeah, 100% definitely keep it. But now that I have tried it on, I don't know if this is my colour. Let me know what you think. That leads me nicely onto this array of high neck jumpers from And Other Stories. Now these are the high neck tops by And Other Stories, and back in the day they used to be £35, which for And Other Stories was very affordable. I think finding any sort of knitwear for £35, especially from And Other Stories, was fantastic. I raved about these so much. I've had so many colours over the years. Now I have 4 colours remaining, but I think I may be culling them down ever so slightly, if I'm being honest. However, I did have a look at these on the And Other Stories website recently, and now they're £55. So anyway, this is probably one of my more recent editions of the high neck jumper, and I'll probably keep this one. I don't know if this is maybe washing me out, if it's maybe not my colour, but it's definitely one of the newer versions that I have in my wardrobe, which is why I'm very much tempted to keep it. But does it just not suit me? I'm definitely going to get rid of a few of them though. Ideally I would like to halve it, so I have 4 and I want to be left with 2. So let's see how we go. I have these in various sizing, I'm pretty sure. This one I have in a size medium. This is the white, kind of like off-white cream, and this one I have in a size small. This is a white coloured version of it, or the cream colour I should say, and I like this one. Do I like this more than the previous one? I think maybe I do. Maybe I even like this fit slightly better because it's more of a cropped jumper. I don't think sizing up necessarily like works in this kind of knit, so I'm tempted to keep this one. This is the oldest one that I own, I'm pretty sure. This is the one I think I'm very much certain I'm going to be decluttering. It's another one that's that colour that is maybe a bit too close to my skin tone, so it kind of washes me out a little bit. So yeah, I think this one is going to be decluttered. And this one was also a size small. Lastly, I have a grey. I've got rid of all of my other grey knits, so I kind of feel like I need to keep this one, but I quite like it. Let me know what you think about it. This one is a size extra small, and honestly, I don't think the sizing varies too much between all the different And Other Stories jumpers. Like, I do think they're all pretty much interchangeable. I mean, extra small and small are probably the best for me personally. I do think the medium is slightly on the big side. Out of the 4, I would like to keep the grey and the cream, and possibly declutter the other 2 kind of like beigey nude colours. And lastly, this looks a lot like the And Other Stories knits, but this one is actually from Monki. Monki? Do you just say monkey? I don't know. M-O-N-K-I. Very similar to those other ones, but this is really very old, and it looks really very old. Like, it definitely is looking quite worn. The thing is, with these high neck jumpers, as much as I love them, I do find that they lose their shape a lot around the neckline, and then if you don't have your hair down like me today, you can really sort of see all of the different ridges and stuff, and I just don't know if that looks that nice. I don't think it's in a great condition. So actually, what I think I should be doing, if I really am being strict in this video, or strict with this cull even, is declutter this one, because realistically it's just not looking good, and I just don't think it looks that good. So next up, a little bit of colour. I will admit, as you've probably noticed, I don't have that much colour in my knitwear. I think for me, I quite like my knitwear to be plain, simple, and just like easily interchangeable, I guess. So this isn't necessarily like a print or anything crazy, but it is a colour, and I do like this colour. I definitely think it speaks more to like spring and the warmer months. It's from a brand called Row and Zoe. I think this is the only knit that I have from them, but I don't wear this or this colour a lot, which, if I'm being strict, just basically means it needs to go. This is an oldie from New Look. It's a cropped but also high neck sort of jumper. I'm so sure I have nearly decluttered this before, probably in one of my older videos where I decided I don't want that, but then I tried it on and I kind of liked it, because that's how I was feeling. I was definitely thinking, yeah, this one can be decluttered, it's nothing special. But now I've tried it on and I actually think it's nice. I don't know what it is about this. I think I love this sort of neckline because it's quite high, it hasn't really like lost its shape or anything, and then I quite like that it finishes at quite a cropped length. I just think that's a little bit different compared to all of the other knits that I've already showed you. I think it finishes off at quite a nice spot. It's also really warm, and I love this design. So rather than being just a plain knit, it's got this sort of nice like plaited design going on, which I quite like. Honestly, I was really thinking, yeah, that one definitely gonna go, but now that I've tried it on, I think I've changed my mind. So let me know what you think. Should I keep this one, or do you think I should just declutter it? I am leaning towards keep. This is the most recent addition in my wardrobe, actually. It's still got the tags on because I still haven't had the chance to wear it. It's from French Connection, and this is just very cozy. I am loving this one. First up, it's another gorgeous high neck, very much like up here, and not like lost any of its shape. I mean, it's brand new, so that wouldn't be good if it had, but look at that. This is so cozy. I love it. It's quite a nice length, I would say, although I would probably wear it this length maybe with like a skirt or something, so like a more oversized top with like a skirt, sheer tights, that kind of thing. Tucked in though, probably will still look good. What do you think? I still quite like this tucked in. Please don't look at how I've been doing the tucks in this video. I definitely went for a pair of jeans that were slightly looser, so I haven't had to unbutton them every time I try on a new pair of jeans. But I do really like this. It's got mega wide sleeves and also a really nice button detail, which I just think, you know, it's just that little something extra, but I quite like this. I think it's a nice knit, even untucked, which is very unlike me. I don't love anything untucked, but I just think the neckline is so like eye-catching that I still think it looks quite nice. So this is a really nice one, and like I said, this is a new season piece, so should be available to buy now if you want to. This is a mango knit, and it's one of those cable knit styles, but it's one of those cable knit styles that despite being super thick, you kind of like, can you see? It's like holey, so you have to wear something underneath this basically, especially if you're wearing it like in the middle of winter. I have had this knit for at least 5 years because I wore this on my 25th birthday, and I remember that outfit so clearly because I went away with my friends. I actually vlogged it. So yeah, at least 5 years old this knit is. Have I possibly been holding on to this for the last 5 years because I've just attached some sort of sentimental, emotional feelings to it? I don't know. I mean, look, I don't hate it. I think it looks nice. I just, you know, you have to wear a black top underneath. That's not the end of the world. Let me know what you think of this one. I'm torn. I'm definitely torn. Only 2 more left, and both of these are actually cashmere. I don't have a lot of cashmere in my wardrobe, so I have a feeling both will be staying. So the first one is from Forever New. What is the verdict on this one? It's... I think I might have to declutter this one. I just kind of feel like the colour on me isn't amazing, and also the fit. This is very, it's not tight, but it's smaller. Like, obviously it fits, but it's small, if that makes sense. So I'm unsure. I actually think I'm going to declutter this one. Lastly, again, 100% cashmere, this time from Find, which is Amazon's own brand. And I think you can tell just by me lifting this up that this is a small one. Over the years, I have kept this one because I think it's quite a nice piece to layer. But as you can see, this really is kind of very much a form-fitting cashmere. Actually, it feels ridiculously tight now that I've put it on. It feels like it's literally like glued to my body. Do you know what? I started this little bit by saying, oh, I'm gonna keep all my cashmere, and now actually I think I'm gonna declutter both pieces because I just don't think they fit me very well. And so what's the point of keeping something that doesn't fit you just because it's cashmere? Like, that doesn't make sense if I'm not going to be wearing it. I had such a clear idea when I started of what I would be keeping and what I would be decluttering. I was kind of just trying everything on to sort of confirm this, and having tried everything on, now I'm completely torn. I feel like it's just thrown a huge spanner in the works. But I am really going to need your help with this one. So let me know in the comments down below what you think I should keep and what you think I should declutter. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well if you're not already subscribed, so you can stay up to date with my upcoming uploads, videos every week on Sundays at the moment. So have a watch of any previous videos if you need to catch up, and subscribe so that you don't miss my videos coming up. I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Bye.